Welcome back to Fantasy and Destruction, your channel for music production, music insights, business, and personal development. My name is Deju, music mentor, music producer, and your digital mentor. Today, we're going to talk about my top 5 reasons why you are not signed. Hey! Number 1, because you don't want to. Simple as that. If you are really honest with yourself, then you think you want to get signed, right? But you don't really want to because you don't want to do what is required to do to get signed. Simple as that. Look at it like it was a job application. There are certain requirements that you have to fulfill. For example, you can ask any label or music industry professional, you can ask an A&R, you can ask me. We will all tell you pretty much the same. What do the labels want to see today? First, trendy music, up to date, well mixed, well produced, and then like about 40,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and about 100,000 followers on Instagram, for example. If you got that, you probably get a call or get contacted by a label and they will offer you some advance money and a deal. They got offered a deal like with about 50,000 in advance and another guy with about 150,000 in advance. Why? Because they had the numbers going. Not because their music was so outstanding, but they had the social media numbers going on. So now, since you know what you have to do, why don't you do it?
So why don't you do it? Yeah, why don't you do it?
You know, that's the question. If you apply for another job and they tell you, well, you have to have IT skills and that, then you have to have IT skills too, right? Or they don't take you. So it's the same shit here. They're going to tell you, you have to have this, followers here and that, you have to have the music like this. And I'm going to tell you, if you have that going on, then they will sign you. Another thing is, why you don't want to get signed when you're honest to yourself is, you don't want to follow the rules, right? You want to be free, you want to be creative, and you're afraid that you will be kind of like in a box, you know, that you can't have your own creative freedom no more. So if you don't want to follow the rules, then it makes no sense for you to get signed. So don't even look for it to get signed. So next time when you think about getting signed, really think about yourself. What kind of type of person are you? You know, are you the person who likes to follow the rules and likes to do what is required to do? Then you should go for that to get signed. And get your social media numbers up, get your music out there. It will take about a year, I will say. But in this year, I mean, what is a year? You know, you wasted already probably 5 or 6 years, you know, in your career. So what is a year? So number 1 is because you don't want to. Number 2, your music is not good enough. Now this can be many things. Like, it's not mixed well enough, it's not original enough, it's not trendy, it's not up to date, your rap is old school maybe, your lyrics ain't that strong, melody is not that dope, and most of all, what's most important in a song? What is most important in a song? The hook line, right? The chorus. So you need a catchy hook in your song. If you ain't got that, forget it, you know. And then if you got a catchy hook line, then you got to make sure second verse is stronger than the first verse. I hear songs a lot of times, like about a minute. I'm kind of vibing. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Sounds good. Keep the flow. And all of a sudden, second verse, it really, boom, flat. Really gets flat, you know. You have to work out your song. Arrangement, editing, mixing, everything comes together. In these days, we have to do it all by ourselves. It's not like back in the days where you send some kind of demo to some labels and they have the imagination to say, oh, that could be dope, so we're gonna sign you. No. We have to do it by ourselves. So, most important thing is your song has to be a catchy tune. Otherwise, chances are very low. Number 3, your image is not good enough, or you don't even have an image in 90% of all the cases. So your image should go along with your music and vice versa. So before you even start the music, you should know already, okay, what's my image, where am I trying to go, and what do I try to achieve? Then it's easier for you to write a song that fits your personality and your image. Number 4, you're scared to be successful. Yeah, that's underestimated a lot of times. But people are scared to be successful. Why? Because they are not used to be successful. They live their life maybe like 16, 18, 20, 25 years in mediocrity, poverty, whatever, and they're not used to success. So once success is coming, they get scared because it's an unknown thing for you. Plus, now it's not just about producing music, it's really hard work. You have to get up sometimes like weeks at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, get the tour, promotion tour, go to the radio stations, have interviews with these guys at days where you might not even feel like doing this. That's your job.
Play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Work, 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 work. Diamonds all on my ring, nigga. Gold watches, gold chain, nigga. 100,000 champagne, nigga. Yeah, my money insane, nigga. Yeah, I'm making it rain, nigga. But I was just on a plane, nigga. Buying gear, flying here. Fuck what you heard, it's my time of year.
In this business, it's not just about making music. Making music is the foundation. Without music, there's no business. But when you are done with making your music, finishing your album, EP, whatever, then it's really about getting into the hustle, getting the moves done, getting everything done that's necessary in order to succeed. Number 5, no presentation and no representation. So, what do I mean with presentation?
In the beginning, yeah,
Listen properly.
in the beginning.
In the beginning, you have to make sure that you present yourself the right way. So you have everything in place, right? Like I said before, the image, the music, the social media. Even if your numbers are not that high at the moment, but people can see when you have professional photos, when there's a plan behind it, whatever the logo looks like, or if people like it or not, doesn't matter. But people can see if there's a plan, if there's a strategy behind it, And then there's no representation for pretty much for most of the artists. They don't have somebody who's gonna go to labels, who's gonna connect them with producers, who's gonna connect them with labels, with music industry professionals to say, hey, look at this artist. This is the next big shit. He's tight or she's dope, just check her out, just see if we can do something, It always looks more professional when a representative contacts a label or a music industry professional with your music instead of you doing it, right? So once you have everything in place and everything in order, it's very important to have somebody in the business who knows the business, who has connections, who can connect you right away with other people. This doesn't guarantee you shit, this doesn't guarantee you have a deal in the next 2 weeks, but it looks very professional and it shows that somebody is willing to do the work for you, and the labels and the label people will be like, okay. They will be more likely to listen to your representative than to yourself. And that's it, my friends, today. I hope you find some points useful, and I wish you guys good luck because luck comes on top of all these things that I've talked about. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Fantasy and Destruction, and please make sure to... And if you like this video, just give me a thumb up and let's grow this thing together. I'm Deju, your digital music mentor. Peace.